We have this Donovan guy who wants me to now go to this dig site. Meanwhile, I may either want to just go and farm some more cards just to make some more money. Maybe just pick up the last few upgrades for my Stoneblade deck. It's either, yeah, that, or maybe do a Modern Horizons 3 draft, or go continue to run errands for Donovan, or go to the Green Castle and make a serious push to defeat the last monocolored Guildmaster, and then with that, get the last of the 5 colored keys, and then I can have all the... Then I get the Moxen. Then I get 5 of the Power 9. So yeah, that being Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire, Mox Jet, Mox Ruby, Mox Emerald. 0 mana artifact. Just play it from your hand for free. Tap it. The turn it comes down, mind you. For 1 mana of each of the respective colors that the Moxen makes. So yeah, Mox Pearl for 0. Just put it onto the battlefield. Immediately tap it for 1 white. It's as if you're basically just playing an extra land. It's basically like playing more than 1 land per turn. You're usually only supposed to play 1 land per turn. And yes, I know I already have... Okay, this is useless. I forgot that was there, and that is useless. Unless maybe, randomly, one day we start ended up actually playing for Anti, but I don't believe that's gonna happen. At this rate, I don't believe it's ever happening. When I say maybe get some of the last few upgrades for my deck, potentially try and chase down a few more copies of Force of Will. Speaking of the Mox, speaking of the Power 9, I do run 2 copies of Mox Opal, and with the accessories I've equipped, I am starting with 2 other artifacts at the beginning of every single game, so I draw this in my opening hand. Yeah, I'm already playing this as a Mox, and not just any Mox, it can make 1 mana of any color. I was rushing to get, like, potentially up to 4, and then I just forgot that it was actually a legendary permanent, so... If I put a second one down, then one of these Moxen is gonna have to go away. And that's why I just reverted back to, like, only running 2 of these. Still a decent chance of seeing at least one of these in any opening hand, but definitely a very small chance of getting both in the same game. I mean, worst case scenario, yeah, tap down 1 for mana, then play the next one, get rid of the tapped one to the Legend Rule. And then we can still use the untapped one to make mana. Worst case scenario. Anyways, I'm done blabbing for now. When did I lose reputation there? Because I'm trying to remember what I did to exactly lose reputation the other day. So yeah, that's gonna make buying cards from there ever so slightly more expensive. Okay, my reputation here is still unchanged. I have the 2 dazes with the Mr. Krabs, and then like 2 dazes with like the original art, so I have a playset of days. Can't think of anything else in Nemesis that I really like would go out of my way to try and get. Okay then, Modern Horizons 3. Whatever, I'll try 10th edition. Alright, I guess just for good luck. Okay, it literally doesn't matter where I open these things. Whatever, I'll just open them right outside the castle. Tragic Fall. Hellbent, -13, -13, instead of -3, -3 if you have no cards in hand. Every final journey begins with a single misstep. Oh, Fizz says, hi, welcome back. Where were you the day Holy Relics died? No, the main event is really going to be in the... Maybe also the uncommons, but definitely the rares where the main event's going to be. I mean, I didn't forget, but I'm still assuming maybe you were gonna pop by, like, every day still, despite that. Anyways, what was my rare? And who is Karth the Lion? Okay, something to do with Planeswalkers. I'm not playing Planeswalkers. Turning my head sideways to read the split card here. Yeah, I made sure to just, as soon as I could, just highlight that run. Yeah, and it was barely a 945. It was so close to being only a 946, but either way. Either way, I still got pretty much exactly what I wanted. And again, I can't believe I got it as quickly as I did. So yeah, I guess that was my rare, and then I got another rare. Alright, let's just take this back to 2007, I guess. 10th edition was 2007, I believe. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, 10th edition Terror art. I was about to say, was this like the art that was used in Mirrodin? But no. Something a lot less creepy than this. How many printings of Terror used this art? Steel Golem, you can't play creature spells. So you're getting really good stat line for 3 mana, but you can't play any creature spells. Well, I guess for 2007 standards, at least, it was a good stat line. Target white or black creature gains flying at the end of turn. Enchanted creature, whenever it deals damage, to gain that much life. Classic Spirit Link. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, return Scoria Worm to your hand. I'm gonna spend 5 mana for a 7/7 with no evasion, and then there's a 50-50 chance every turn. It literally just goes right back to my hand. Then I gotta tap down 5 lands again, recast it, and wait till next turn to maybe attack with it. I'd have to not lose another coin flip. How did Minecraft go? Oh yeah, I definitely do believe I made the stream, like, public after I was done it. Not really much to go on about for the most part, it was just me. I mean, I was definitely making more Thistlefield after just remembering how to do so. Surprisingly, it didn't take too long to just remember exactly what I needed to use to make all the Thistlefield, like all of the different steps involved. Spells can't be countered. Non-creature, non-battle spell. Okay. I think I might have to perhaps just come here with a completely different approach. Non-creature, non-battle spells your opponent casts cost two more. I'm gonna have to come here with a different approach. Spells can't be countered. I guess I'm gonna have to just come back with a deck with no counter magic. I mean, the low cost, like, spot removal like Swords and Path to Exile should still be fine. It's just the counter magic is basically useless here. So let's see. Useless. Spells can't be countered. I'm gonna have to pay 5 for this instead of 3. Pay 5 for that, or better yet, just Stoneforge Mystic, cheat it onto the battlefield. Yeah, safe to say my deck is gonna look pretty different once I make changes to it. It's gonna look pretty different. I mean, I assume we're not gonna have a random opponent trying to counter spells in this castle with this on the field during every game. Yeah, that costs 4 to use the... Yeah, use the adventure part instead of 2. Okay, so basically not really that exciting, huh? Usefulness between stone and iron. It's kind of lame, yeah. It's not even that ridiculously hard to get full iron anyways. Yeah, if I'm gonna be casting a blue or black spell during his turn, because I can't really counter anything. Yeah, what do you miss by skipping copper tools? Also, this is probably coming out too. Normally, yeah, 5 mana is a lot to really be casting anything, honestly. This is gonna cost 7 now, under this. This will cost 7. I can't even play Oko until maybe next turn. Because he costs 5 too. Okay, the equip cost is still 1. Alright, so yeah, more creatures, basically, is what this is gonna look like. 3 mana to preordain. Yeah, this deck is just amazing otherwise, but under this specific, like, enchantment this is an absolutely horrendous matchup. This is a horrible matchup. This is an absolutely terrible matchup. Yeah, because I sincerely believe I'm gonna have to come in with significantly like different. I can still use the Stoneforge Mystic shenanigans. Yeah, sure, but... So yeah, that's about it, really. Okay, maybe if I could do like 5 more damage. Thing is, I can't, though. Spells can't be countered. Non-creature spells all cost 2 more to cast. Yeah, it's like, what do you expect? Yeah, a deck like mine is just relying on cheap counter magic, and then I come in to figure out that I can't even use said cheap counter magic. And my cheap spells aren't so cheap anymore, either. Maybe 1 more to cast wouldn't have been, like, completely backbreaking, but 2. That's literally, that completely changes, like, everything. Stoneblade, copy, yes. So we gotta go in here, and did I get to watching... Oh, you mean the same guy who couldn't beat the tutorial of Cuphead? And no, I haven't seen that yet either. Spells can't be countered. Oops. So yeah, all these come out. First things first. I don't know, probably maybe I play more creature spells to make this work as well. This also costs 2 more to cast. This will cost 5 to cast, so yeah. Also definitely remove that too. This isn't going to be so exciting either, now that it's actually going to cost 2 mana instead of, like, I don't know, 0. Yeah, how am I supposed to draw through my deck faster when all my draw spells now cost 3 instead of 1? What am I supposed to do here? I've heard of the name, yes. So yeah, anyways, where are my creatures? Okay, I have Birds of Paradise in here still, yes. The journalist rage quits on Donkey Kong Bonanza guy. Flash, flying, draw a card when it enters, and if I have enough snow permanents out, it also has Death Touch, so it's... If I have enough snow permanents, it's basically a slightly better Baleful Strix. Okay. We're gonna try that. I must have somehow missed it. When you say not good at games in general, what do you mean? Like, how bad are we talking here? I guess if I need a way to gain some life, then so be it. Like, how bad are we talking here? Still kind of bad. I guess just so I can get at least another Exalted trigger from this. does the same old shit and expects a different outcome. Kinda like me with my speedrunning sometimes. Sounds like me sometimes, honestly. That he did, huh? I'm gonna go look for some more snowlands. Okay, I'm going up to at least 21, 22 lands here. It's his fault for not reading. How many lands are we on now? 21. In a 60-card deck with a low enough curve, I think that's still decent. Yeah, all the non-creature spells costing an additional 2 literally just changes everything. Okay, I think I pay still like the 1 green mana when I suspend it, and then like when it's time to cast it like 4 turns later, I think it's gonna make me pay 2 mana to cast it instead of 0. I think that's how it's gonna work with like the. I think that's how the tax is gonna work. I believe that's what to expect with how that will work. Okay, I think we'll do like I think we'll try the Fiend Hunters for creature removal also. I mean, this I can at least also just like put directly onto the battlefield with a Stoneforge Mystic anyways. So yeah, anyways. So we'll just have to, I guess, bring this back inside the castle and see if it's good enough. No, I want to go back in here. I have this, I think it's a ladybug following me, I could be wrong. I want to go in here. I'm just gonna go immediately rematch the wolf. With like a changed deck though. I'm definitely gonna have to just get away with playing fewer non-creature spells. That's pretty pushed for a 1-drop, I must say. Trample +1/+1 and Vigilance. Might as well still attack for 2. Sure, why not? Definitely grab... Just take a Tundra. Fiend Hunter. Exile this. Until the Fiend Hunter leaves the field, I guess. And I have a creature that can block. I mean, I'm having to pay 3 mana anyways instead of 1 just to remove stuff. So I might as well try the Fiend Hunter. So yeah, 3 mana to Brainstorm. Yeah, let that sink in. Interesting. The Wolves not drawing any lands, I see, which is really good news for me. He literally sits in one spot. Why do I feel like I might be trying that at least like once myself too, and just hoping it works? Why do I feel like that's something I could try myself too? Until maybe I just realize that this is never gonna work. Yeah, I definitely do believe I had to just come in here with a completely different approach. Okay, that plus the wolf simply just not finding lands is also really helping me. When Zalfarin Void enters the battlefield, scry 1. Or if I need a way to just sort of like manipulate the top card of my library that doesn't involve casting a non-creature spell, since... like what? I'm paying 3 mana instead of 1 for stuff like Brainstorm, Ponder, and Preordain. Well, let's see what this elephant's gonna do then. Ooh, Stoneforge. So I guess I get to just play this on the field. I'm not even gonna have to pay the 7. Actually, it would be 9 mana I'd have to pay under this. I'm just gonna tap, spend 2 to put this directly onto the field like I always have. Pay mana costs 9. Or just pay 2. And do that instead. Like you're supposed to be a badass demon killing super soldier. Supposed to be. I know, right? Anyways, with Stoneforge Mystic, I should still probably have this one in the bag, no problem. Battle Mammoth Foretold. Anyways, I believe I still have this in the bag. Anyways, worst case scenario, I'm just going to be kind of forcing a block here. Or I can always just channel the Otawara to put that back in the hand, leave him wide open. Yeah, that's not costing more mana than usual. Yeah, the channel abilities are still going to cost the same because they're not spells, they're abilities. Elephant Angel, I think I've seen it all now. I believe I've seen it all at this point. Let's see what my opening hand is. Okay, this is gonna be another keeper. Just pretty much anything with Stoneforge Mystic in it should be good to go. At least that's the plan, yes. Okay, Squirrel Token. I've seen Shovel Knight, yes. I've never played Shovel Knight, but I can only imagine, yeah, I know exactly what the game looks like. I've seen it. Another Squirrel Token. He's so bad at that, too. Anyways, attack 4. I'm still gonna do 9 damage here. Indestructible attacks each combat if able? Well, spells can't be countered already anyways. That's why I have to go and change up my deck significantly. But anyways. I have Trample here. So there's this gorilla, and then there was this, like, Titan that I haven't beaten yet, but I do believe I only need to defeat one of them to have a chance at fighting Galta. We'll just deal with the gorilla. Another opening hand with Stoneforge. At this point, that's pretty much exactly what I'm relying on. Does the opening hand have Stoneforge? And can I just get to either a Batterskull or better yet a Cauldron Complete on turn 3? Yeah, my main win condition hasn't even really changed. So, yeah, for the record, you're not making any of this up, right? Some people are just really not meant to play video games. Some people just really aren't good at video games. No, my Lightning Greaves. Anyways. I don't really believe that changes like anything. Anyways. Just remove that as a blocker. And then just pass. I can still easily afford to just get rid of that anyway with swords. Kind of prevents me from really playing anything else that turn, but who cares? That's a lot of cards from the gorilla. And then something to do with elves. And hydras. I thought it was dueling a gorilla here. Summon gorilla pack. Especially with his Donkey Kong Bonanza playthrough. Speaking of gorillas. Also, yeah, he never wants to experiment at all. He would never make it as a speedrunner. Welcome, Bagu. Queen Galta has been waiting eagerly for this moment. I didn't know. I had no idea Galta was a she. You learn something new every day. With an extremely loud roar, the gate burst open, leaving only ashes in your path. You are now free to pass. So that's... yeah, I knew Galta was like a giant dinosaur. That much I knew. But I'm still just thinking, is this deck gonna be good enough? The fact that I had to make some significant changes to it just to play around the enchantment that everybody in the castle starts with. I have to make some serious changes to the whole deck list just to get around it. Such a pain in the ass to get around this. Unless maybe there are like other good creatures I just have lying around. Yeah, I do have other good creatures lying around, for the record, by the way. I'm not gonna have that many instants or sorceries left in my deck at the rate we're going here. Solitude. Paying 5, and I'm gonna get something with lifelink and a 3/2 body. Evoking this. I can still evoke it and pay 0 if I just exile another white card from my hand, because it's still a creature, even if evoked, so... Solitude. Solitude's gonna go back in. At least At least I don't beg. Okay, sure, I get salty sometimes too, and cope really hard, but I'm not begging for donations now. When Skyclave Apparition yada yada enters, exile up to one target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with mana value 4 or less. Then if that leaves the field later, they get like an XX blue illusion, where X was the mana value of whatever I exiled. But anyway, still, it's a removal that's staple to a creature, so it's not gonna get affected by the tax from the Galta's presence. I'm not gonna get taxed on that. Not really any instants or sorceries left in my deck that I really want to go out of my way to search. Not with everything being taxed to oblivion. I'm gonna try with the deck in this state. Alright, we just get a close-up of one of Galta's eyes. Let's keep it up. You're literally just giving me a close-up of one of Galta's eyeballs for the for the avatar. Anyways, I will absolutely keep this hand. It's a Stoneforge Mystic hand, is what I'm gonna call it. So yeah, that's definitely a keep. Stoneforge is in there. I want to do this turn 1, and then Stoneforge, say, like, turn 2. Yeah, Galta doesn't have to pay extra for her non-creature spells. So yeah, anyways. We're gonna try that first, I suppose. Okay, rampant growth again. Just how big are these dinosaurs gonna be once she actually starts casting them? How big are they gonna get once she actually starts to play them? We'll see if Strip Mine even is... We'll see if that's even worth my while. See if that even slows Galta down much at all. Oh, hey! It's my old shifting Ceratops! Protection from blue can't be... It was not gonna be counterable anyways. I'm not countering that anyways. Regardless. Put Stoneforge, keep that where it is. Wayward Swordtooth can't attack or block unless you have the City's Blessing. If you control 10 or more permanents, you have the City's Blessing for the rest of the game. So far I count 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 permanents on our side. So as it stands currently, this is doing absolutely nothing. Anyways, just so that's ready for next turn. Savage Stomp. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and that fights. So Stoneforge is dead. Okay, yeah, Stoneforge. Sure. Yeah, might as well get my own. Let's just get my own 5/5 for 2 mana. Why the hell not? For now, I believe I can totally just leave this here. And not actually really care. Attack for 8 now. Pass. Creatures you cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast. Anyways. Equip that with Sword of Feast and Famine. Attack for Exalted trigger, so 10 now. And... okay, so yeah, I do give Galta a land here. Okay then, just Elvish Mystic. I forgot, this was a Phantasmal Image. This is what I copy with Phantasmal Image, so... I just accidentally got rid of my own, so I just got rid of my own dinosaur. Whoops. I just got rid of my own card. Attach to nothing now. Because... of course. Anyways, I still get to untap my lands. I mean, that could become a problem eventually. Carnage Tyrant. Trample Hexproof. And of course, it couldn't be countered either way, let's be real. I believe I didn't leave a single card that can specifically out this. I need to just have the bigger creature, which thankfully right now I do. Thankfully I do currently have the bigger creature. So yeah, anyways. Alright, now I can just start drawing, like... yeah, now I can literally just do this again. Equip Lightning Greaves for 0 to everything. Every time that happens. I just either add the top card of my deck to my hand, or just put it straight onto the field if it's a land. This is gonna happen up to twice per turn for every single creature I have. And just like that, yeah. Up to 11 cards in my hand and still have 3 mana to do whatever with. No, 5 actually. 5 actually to do whatever with. Start putting stuff on the field before I have to discard again. Oh sweet, I get to untap, so I can just put even more, I can just dump even more crap on the field. So let's do that. Gain some life, because why not? Yeah, I can just dump even more crap onto my field. Pass. So, yeah, I have a lot of creatures. Okay then, another Carnage Tyrant. Big whoopee. Big deal. So, Sword of Fire and Ice. Where is... yeah, I'm just looking for that. I'm looking for my token here. Let's just move the Bow Splitter here. I suppose I will draw a card. Play a land because apparently I can do that. Yeah. Again, as soon as I got Nadu and Lightning Greaves together on the field at the same time, yeah, as soon as that started happening, the game was over. Yeah, at that point, we're just gonna mulligan till we find a hand that has Stoneforge and enough lands. I'm just gonna hope I can draw into one of my 20 other land cards sooner or later. Anyways, I have something to do turn 1 at least. Okay, definitely better late than never. I'll get to cast this for sure next turn. Yeah, we'll have to wait till next turn, but... Okay, another Wayward Swordtooth. That can't do anything yet, still. I'm just gonna go with the Cauldron Complete again. Okay, Rampant Growth gonna help her find a land. You know, yeah, just chuck that on the field and start attacking with it. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw. Okay. That isn't a mana ability. Creature, okay, only creatures are lands. Do you want to play? I gotta pay 2 instead of 0 to actually cast it. But I'll still play it. How many permanents is she on right now? Okay, I count 9. Right now I'm counting 9 permanents. Meanwhile, I'm still stuck on 2 lands here. I still apparently cannot find my 3rd land even. I literally just cannot find it. At least get one of Galta's cards off the board, why not? At least get something off the board. Anyways, because I literally just can't actually put anything on the field right now, let's discard something. I can't find my 3rd land drop. And now I'm gonna have to deal with a 10-10 here. Okay. I can't even play Fiend Hunter, but I can play this. Never mind. I forgot about the Ward 2. Never mind, I completely forgot that was a thing. That has Ward 2 on it. I forgot. Let's just see if Galta blocks anyways with the 10-10. And then Cauldron Complete, which is Exile it, right? Yep. So... okay. She just played that for 2 mana. She just played that for 2 mana. Trample. Play it as a land. And then... still wondering what the hell. Next turn, I'll just have to play the damn Greaves next turn because I just missed so many land drops, it's not even funny. Again, we'll see if Galta's stupid enough to block here. Exactly. I swear, this... just because, like, the computers can't read Cauldron Complete, this Germ Token's gonna probably just solo most of what she has to play. Probably is gonna just go and solo most of what she's got to cast. I think from here I'm probably just gonna win the game. Now that I can literally just go and look at my next 8 cards in my deck, all the lands go onto the field, I'm not gonna be, like, mana shorted anymore. The next 8 cards off the top of my deck, all the lands go onto the battlefield, and then the rest straight into my hand. At this rate, yeah, there's no way I can be losing the game. Especially if I just do that turn after turn. There's no way I can lose. So get rid of that for now. Let's go fetch. I still have 3 mana up, apparently. We'll attack like this and do 11 damage here. Verdant Sun's Avatar. Whenever this or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. So yeah, 5 life. 1, 2, that's 6 tap for a 7. Yep. These can attack now. So now these can attack. I really believe at this point I should just let them both hit me. Yeah, just let them hit. Get rid of this. So that's gone. Anyways, I'm just gonna go and look at a bunch more cards. I'm just gonna go basically draw a bunch more cards and put all the lands directly onto the battlefield for free. Yeah, equip 0, equip 2, every single creature I have. Twice. Every time this happens. The top card of my deck goes onto the field if it's a land, or into my hand otherwise. Every single time this happens. Yeah, I think we got enough cards off of that. I believe we got enough. I don't have any white mana up. I don't really need it anyways, I don't think. Choose a card to copy. I guess, yeah, Solitude. And then the copy of Solitude is going to have the ETB and just get rid of another creature, and Galta gets a bit of life from that, sure, but... yeah, that's another creature she now does not have anymore. I don't even have the white mana. I should be fine without it anyways, let's be real. Well, I'm gonna have to discard 3 cards in my hand anyways once I pass. Not that I want to, but I really don't have a choice. I don't really have any means of just actually casting these. I was all tapped out, basically. Regal Behemoth. When this enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. Whenever you tap a land for mana while you're the Monarch, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool in addition to the mana the land normally produces. I'm just gonna go and steal that crown right back, though. I can just steal it back immediately. I don't believe, yeah, none of these fly. So yeah, Nadu, you can take the sword. I'm gonna use Skyclave just to get this off the field. Path to Exile, get that off the field too, the Regal Behemoth. And then from there, just attack with... I think I can just go in with just about all of them and we'll be fine. I can go in with basically almost all my creatures and we should be fine here. Whenever equipped creature, okay, and I'm gonna do 2 damage from the sword, sure. And I'm going to just draw and discard, I guess. Play a land because I can. Play a Birds of Paradise because I can. Pass. "10/10 fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Whenever Apex Allosaur is dealt damage, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control." So will this just sort of like cause a loop where it just fights all the creatures over and over? Does this sort of just cause a loop where it fights everything? I'm getting extra cards into my hand still because of the Nadu that I have on my field. Whenever... yeah. This will deal damage to the Apex Allosaur, and then it's just gonna make it fight another creature. And it's just gonna keep happening, I guess, until all my creatures die. With, I guess, the exception of this here. I'm just gonna put an end to that. Path to Exile, just put an end to that. Okay, 9 cards left in my deck. Sure. That's like, that's not really a surprise now, is it? Yep, this is just gonna get me the last key. And with that, I got the last key. Nice cards. And a bit of money, some shards, extra point of starting life. So now I can actually unlock the gates? So I now can either go away, as I was only able to go away before, or I can unlock with the 5 colored keys that I now actually have. You see a Mox Emerald in the room beyond. Unlock with the 5 colored keys. The gate is unlocked. Continue. Unlock with 2 cards. Strange key. Mox Emerald. What's the strange key for? Perhaps. Anyways. Can we go back to another of these castles? I want to go back to the blue castle and... Can I just go back to all the castles and pick up all the Moxen real quick? Yeah, if I have access to all of them, let's go grab all of them real quick. Okay, let's get them all. So just right up there. Should theoretically let me still grab all of these. Except I do have to just now run back to every castle. Now, of course, Larthos ain't here anymore. Or can I not anymore because I already used up? Or can I not go grab all the Moxen? Because the 5 colored keys are gone. The 5 colored keys disappeared. So you're telling me I can only take one of the Moxen? And not all 5. Guess I can only have one then, huh? In that case, I probably would have just gone and grabbed the Mox Sapphire had I known this. So, you're telling me I can only actually keep a single Mox? I meant to go to the inn, actually. I believe I just made the cards ever so slightly more expensive by doing that. Where's... Yeah, auto sell. I'm curious to see what would I get for, I mean, obviously I'm not selling it. I don't think I'm ever gonna have an opportunity to get a Mox Emerald back anyway, so obviously I'm not selling the thing. What are they offering for Mox Emerald? Just gotta make sure I'm not about to sell it by mistake. I'm just gonna be really, really careful. Okay, they're just about the same as any other rare. The same as any other rare, really, so yeah, that answers my question. So, in other words, yeah, don't sell it. So you're telling me I can only have a single piece of power for now. I guess we'll go see what that strange key is for, and what to do with it. So yeah. And just, yeah, of course I'm putting my deck back the way it's usually supposed to be. But now, yeah, put Mox Emerald in. And I still have 2 copies of Mox Opal. I thought I was just gonna be able to go and just run back to every single castle. And go grab... Okay, save. I want to go see what I can do with that strange key, though. Anyways, inventory. Okay, I can't use or equip or dispose of it. I feel like there's one place I want to go and try that strange key on. But first... teleport back to the center. Good to see you again, Bagu. I take it that you have had some success in your quest? I've defeated the occupants of the 5 castles, but I did not find any captives. I suppose I should have explained further. The Guardians you have defeated were not captors, not directly, but their mere presence had world-altering effects. Effects such as what? You saw a very focused version of the effects of their presence within their castle, but they also shrouded certain areas of our world, causing them to be hidden, for the lack of a better term. Certain areas were hidden, and now they're just going to be visible on the map. after getting past the monocolored guildmasters. The spell of their combined presence created caused subtle tricks of the mind which made us look right past parts of our world, including the prisons which do hold the planeswalkers. I believe now you'll be able to find them. Developers note, you have reached the end of the currently available story content. So story mode is over? But there's more to be found at Chandelar. Several difficult dungeons have now been added to your world map, and your card collection can continue to grow. Not to mention the stuff that was already still just strewn all over the huge map that I still have not gotten around to yet. Developers note, check in with this NPC after updating Forge to continue the story when it is ready. And thanks for coming on this adventure with us. Chapter 1 complete. All of this was Chapter 1, apparently. All of this was just the first chapter. This is the same dialogue that I was just reading. That was all literally just the first chapter of the game. Several new dungeons have been added to your map. So that's the dig site that I'm still being asked to go on for a quest. Hopefully these dungeons will just really stand out so I won't just miss them. Hopefully they won't blend in too well with the other dungeons that are already just strewn all over the map. So yeah, I've beaten all the bosses that are currently available, yet there's still apparently quite a bit to actually do. Yeah, there's still definitely some stuff to do. So I have a strange key. I'm gonna just actually quickly try it on this lock. Unlock with the strange key. So is that somebody we talked to? Homerid Explorer. Hello, Planeswalker Bagu. Lord Emrakul awaits you for the final challenge. Be prepared. I'm gonna just save real quick right outside. So, the final challenge, you say? Any, like, special effects we need to know about? Any, like, special, like, enchantments like the Emrakul starts with that we need to know about? A 100 life. Okay, 100 life. This is still very doable. Really is gonna depend on exactly what kind of deck Emrakul is playing. This is still very doable. Yeah, I believe on the highest difficulty of the OG Chandelar, you'd see the final boss start with 400 life. The next difficulty down, I'd see, yeah, Arzakon starting on 300 life. So yeah, this surely should be manageable, right? Especially since I can just play my counterspells like normal again. At least that should be what at least I should be able to, right? Mana Crypt, Eldrazi Temple, Expedition Map, Urza's Mine. So let me guess, plenty of ways to search up the Urza's lands just to make, yeah, 7 mana with 3 lands. And Mana Crypt to just make, yeah, 2 colorless mana every single turn. So yeah, anyways. Will this even... Okay, maybe I'll just save this to hit off one of the Urza lands. I think that probably seems like the better, like, play anyways. Black Lotus. Sol Ring, Expedition Map, Urza's... yeah. Okay, Brainstorm. Just see what I found. I do like what I found. We'll keep a land, sure. We're on, like, I think, turn 4 or something. Hopefully this doesn't get, like, too out of hand here. Hopefully this just doesn't get completely out of control. Yeah, I'm gonna keep plenty of mana up and hopefully be able to counter something. But I guess in the meantime, attack for 5. Mana Vault, yes. Okay, that's the... Okay, that can make 3 colorless instead of 1 if all the Urza lands are out. I'm gonna strip mine that tower. This gives me access to green now. Anyways, because I already have Naju in my hand, I just want to be ready for whatever Emrakul tries to go cast. Because, yeah, all of this mana ramp is building up to some really big Eldrazi Titan. It's all building up to this massive Eldrazi, I'm sure of it. I don't know how much time I got before something absolutely massive before she just slams down something absolutely huge, and then I have to start panicking. Flying, protection from colored spells, Annihilator 6. Can't even be countered anyways. I'm all tapped out anyways. Okay, now I gotta sacrifice 6 permanents. Protection from colored spells. So it's not like I can even source the plowshares or anything to get rid of it. This is probably, yeah, this is easily the worst Eldrazi Titan that I could be staring down right now. This is definitely the worst thing I could be staring down. Yeah, considering I believe I have literally nothing to out this. Apparently, I would have to literally, like, win 2 out of 3 anyways, it looks like. Anyways... I don't think I want to risk keeping a 1-lander. Anyways... I have to put something back. Yeah, we'll see if that even ends up mattering. What if the only creature she casts all game is another Emrakul that I can't even use Source of Plowshares on anyways? I'll play that next turn as a land drop. That's my land, yet for next turn. I think I'm just gonna start building up loyalty on Oko here. If she plays an Eldrazi Emrakul, and let's just say it's not like the Emrakul that gives Emrakul the extra turn, I can just change it into an Elk, ideally before it gets a chance to attack. Or do I just give? Or do I just go and take the Sol Ring and, I don't know, give? I can only exchange with... I can't even use the -5. I can only, like, yoink a creature with power 3 or less from the opponent's field. I can't yoink artifacts. And then I just totally realized, no, I cannot do this. This won't actually work. Well, I guess we'll see eventually if shuffling was actually a good idea. Anyways, hopefully Oko's gonna help me out here. Caracas! Return target legendary creature to its owner's hand. All the big Eldrazi are legendary as far as I know. I believe I have another trick up my sleeve. Draw cards equal to the difference. So she's gonna draw 2. She's gonna draw 3 cards. And that's gonna come down as a 12/12 Menace. But I have Oko. I'm just gonna turn that into an elk. Just turn that into a 3/3 elk. Basically neuter it, make it useless. Yeah, I know. Pass. You'll unlock the Infinite Gyre. Destroy target. Targeting the Aladdin's Ring. Indestructible. Annihilator 4. Just +1 Oko. We'll destroy this. Just so I can attack and go in unblocked. Then again, why don't I just equip this? Pass. Whenever you cast the spell, draw... Okay, I can still completely stop it from even hitting the field. But on cast... she still draws 4 cards. Mana Crypt, Black Lotus. I'm still really wondering how much time I've even got still. Actually, I still want to attack here. See my next card. Make a food token. Then I guess I have to just pass. This is the last. This is usually just the last thing I want to be seeing. When you cast some rock, we'll take an extra turn after this one. This would literally just put the card right back into her hand, so she can just cast it again, and then still from there. Throw that back into the hand. Ulamog the Cecil's hunger. I believe I can't stop that either. Another Emrakul. Not even attacking apparently. Just gonna leave that up as a blocker. I still have the other ones I need to out, that's the problem. I don't even know how the hell I'm supposed to do that at this point. Unless, yeah, you just block, and then it gets exiled. Okay, then. I'm gonna have Annihilator 4 still coming my way, it looks like. Meanwhile, I'm actually completely out of cards in hand. Another Emrakul. Wanting something does not give you the right to have it. And yeah, I'm just gonna get kicked out of the temple. I pretty much need to come back with something that hard counters all those lands that she's playing. I need to basically come back with another plan. We'll see if we can maybe find some of the other dungeons that materialized in since finishing, like, the main story. Is this something new down here? Was this always here? Okay, I believe that's the dig site that I'm being asked to go to. But what about here? Red Tower. I've not been to this Red Tower yet, but I kind of want to go poking around to see what else there's going to be around here anyways. Putrid Fort. Apparently I can't even walk through here. Can I seriously just not even walk? Apparently I can't even walk up here. Not to mention whatever this is, Necrogoyf is gonna get in my way, so I guess we'll be fighting him. I suppose, yeah, we're gonna be fighting. So, what to do to hard counter Emrakul's deck? Okay, I have to discard one card. Okay, all that to still not find another land. So yeah, this could work. On second thought, maybe not. On second thought, maybe not, like that. Discard 2 cards now. Alright, apparently gonna take 4 damage there. Alright, so yeah, better late than never. Defile. -4/-4 until end of turn. Discard 2 cards at random. And then discard a single card at random. You're gonna literally leave me with the... Yeah, this is stuck in my hand, and now this is stuck in my hand. Create a food token. I guess cast this before, I don't know. I lose that too. I'm gonna turn the food token into an elk. Okay, I can attack with that, nice. I guess when all else fails. Wait, what did it just do? Search for a card? I'm just gonna attack Lily. And then pass. Destroy target creature with power 4 or... Okay, luckily this has protection from black. Luckily you can't. I'm gonna turn this food into a creature too. Pass. Shield Red. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker, so... Non-token creature, so... This is the only thing I can sacrifice. Anyways, I have protection from black on this, though. Anyways. What an awkward game that was, and I still won. I still had no problem winning. What a weird ass outcome that was. Yet I still won. Snow Devil. Target creature gains flying. As long as you control any snow-covered lands, that creature also gains first strike when blocking. That's it, huh? Doesn't seem like much. I really can't seem to walk up here now, huh? Let's just go for this spellbook here. Just gonna see what I picked up. Liliana of the Dark Realms. Magiantic Sliver. Guardian of the Ages. Essence Scatter. Yeah, this definitely looks like a core set of some sort. All the cards in here. double checking what I want to keep and what I want to sell. Because I don't want to keep carrying all these random cards I'm not likely to be using anyways. So that wasn't... I don't think that was one of the super difficult dungeons now. Approaching the site from the south, your current path leads down into a freshly exposed entrance now blocked by a metallic humanoid sentry. So I have to go in here, right? Apparently I can just walk around him. Explore the dig site. Anyways, let's pick up some cards. Mystical Tutor. And then a bunch of other cards I don't think I really care about. A third copy of Mystical Tutor I'm just gonna find down here, apparently. It looks like there's a switch there, but these golems just keep getting in the way. The lever spins freely, you say, huh? Okay, apparently that's a flight of stairs that leads further into this dig site. Let's look at some cards first. And then I guess we're gonna be probably fighting this guy. Anything here I even want to keep? Anything I want to keep here? Not really. Nothing too exciting in here. Okay, I guess I really am just gonna run past everybody except for... Yeah, except for this guy. Blue prototype. Let's actually finally duel one of these guys down here. Pass. Is this basically Chandelar Max? To some extent, but not exactly. Yeah, it is basically Magic the Gathering. It is basically an adventure against a bunch of... Yeah, against a bunch of computer opponents, but still, it's basically just... Yeah. It's basically a massive adventure, still. But yeah, there still are several key differences between this and OG Chandelar. And first things first, I don't believe there's going to be any point. I probably would have seen it by now, surely. There's no playing for anti in this, first things first. I think that's probably the first thing to really get out of the way. There's no anti. So once you get a card into your collection, it's basically safe. Unless maybe you sell it by accident. Also, towns aren't getting invaded. And there's no, like, if enough towns get invaded, you just outright lose the entire campaign. I forgot I could attack. What does this do? Doesn't untap during your untap step. And it came in as a 6/6 apparently. Well, I guess it's actually going to become a 3/3. Yeah, speaking of the Moxen, I thought I was going to be able to go grab all 5 as soon as I did clear, like, all 5 castles. Yeah, the 5 monocolor castles that he house like a guild master in each. I've done all that. I definitely did think, though, that I was going to be able to go grab all 5 Moxen after that was over. But I used up all 5 colored keys in one shot, and only walked out with the Mox Emerald. But still, regardless. Can't complain too much, really. Oh, speaking of Mox Emerald. This would have been just a lot better to draw super early in the game. Right now, honestly, not so much. I have plenty of mana up, and I'm not really doing much of anything with it right now, but... like, literally turn 1, that'd just be nuts. Especially if you have, like, a super good play that you were going to just have to wait till turn 2 to do, and you could just do it turn 1 instead. Very late game, it's like, it's basically just another land. Early game, especially if it's like the first turn of the game, it's just obscene to literally get to play the game a whole turn ahead for free. What are the deck construction rules for Forge? Type 1 is what exactly? Vintage? As far as I know, you can pretty much do just about whatever you want with, like, the cards that you own. Okay, maybe there's one card that is, like, outright banned that I've seen so far. Various landscapes across Chandelar. So yeah, I guess if you actually have all the cards to build a quote-unquote vintage deck, it is technically vintage. Okay, so you're telling me to leave. I gotta walk out manually. So yeah, after a while, once you do get all those, like, crazy good cards, it technically becomes vintage. Can you find 4 Black Lotus? Can you even find that? I'm still not even sure where to find a single Black Lotus yet. I don't know, maybe Emrakul could be setting on it. Maybe she could be setting on one of those. But yeah, just one problem. She starts with 100 life, plays a bunch of Eldrazi Titans, and just plenty of cards, both lands and artifacts, to just ramp them out. And the 15-15 usually just kind of like ends the game on the spot. Destroy Stoneforge Mystic, create a treasure. Sure. Oh right, certain monsters would like to offer you that doesn't hold true in Forge though. Sadly, I haven't come across that in Forge. In Chandelar though. Yeah, sure, you can only find 1 copy of each of the Power 9 cards in dungeons, but the game doesn't stop you from just conjuring up a duplicate card of those if you get offered to do so. It literally doesn't stop you. Whenever, okay, what are we targeting? Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may have target opponent lose 1 life. 1 life. And then 2 life. Not even really a scratch. Destroy all non-artifact creatures. This has indestructible, doesn't it? Yeah, my win con still, yeah, has indestructible. I have to exile everything, right? From my graveyard. Anyways, just end the game here. But even without, like, the power cards, there's just still so much you can do anyways. Especially with the card pool, including everything up to Final Fantasy, and I believe if I just go and actually grab the latest update, that'll also start to include Edge of Eternities as well. This doesn't even produce mana. I still have to get out of the dungeon. And then probably get my next job, most likely. Donovan's probably gonna ask me to do something else for all we know. I would not at all be surprised if he does ask me to do something else. Let's fight this guy on the way out, I guess. We're gonna try this hand. One damage to each opponent. Pass. Harness lightning. Choose target creature. You get 3 energy, then pay any amount of energy to do. Okay, 2 damage. That's fair. Alright, attack for... yeah, Exalted, so for 3. 3 energy counters, sure. Merchant's Dockhand. I'll give this a Sword of Fire and Ice also, I suppose. Yeah, let's just shuffle the library and I guess just find another land card. Just gonna block, I see. Pass. Counterspell that. Brainstorm. See what I find here. Do something like that, I suppose. So that's gonna go in the graveyard. Gonna block again, I see. I have to just pass again. Hurry it up. Okay. There we go, there's some damage. Draw a card, and I suppose also remove that, too. Remove that creature of his. Pass. Sure. Keep the Foundry. Council's Judgment to get rid of it. And then attack, and not able to block. So let's see what I got. A bunch of random cards here. Sacrifice a cleric. You gain life equal to that cleric's toughness. For, yeah, pay white, sacrifice a cleric. Or pay black, sacrifice a cleric. Target player loses life equal to that cleric's power. I'm not reading all that. Okay, maybe I am. Tribal Golem has trample as long as you control a beast. Haste as long as you control a goblin. First strike as long as you control a soldier. Flying as long as you control a wizard. And can regenerate as long as you control a zombie. That's definitely from Legions. I think it's from Onslaught. The same block, for sure. Onslaught, Legions, that's all part of the same block. Definitely. Somebody wants to talk to me here? Okay, so I see, that's it. When you are ready, you should use the amulet he gave you to contact Sir Donovan again. This one. I have the mana shard to spend. Once again, you get a feeling you should go to a town, but it's a little more clear this time, and a particular name is on the tip of your tongue. Bloodsand Village, you should go there. Where is it? Okay, just press enter and it's just gonna, like, immediately point at it. It's gonna immediately point there. Yeah, straight up telling you exactly where to go. Relatively far, but I can run pretty fast. Yeah, one day I'll have to just, figure out how to actually deal with Emrakul. I really want to find a factory here. I'll just keep running to Bloodsand Village, kind of just get that out of the way first. Okay, so I'm basically right there. It's just next door. We shares the boss man. As Xerxes did upon meeting you, she pulls her hand back out of her cloak to flash an amulet matching yours. You wonder to yourself where she got the portrait. Who drew me and when? He calls me Viv. Those who know it's me, it is. That's an unusual accent you have. Donovan wants to know if these two groups of automatons matched. I wouldn't know. Similar but different. Viv gives a very passing echo of your words. Even coming close to matching your natural voice makes same wise sense out of Viv's mouth and yours none. Mayhap boss man gets the words, or mayhaps he sent me back after that jingle bag. I don't know, just pick the first one. Do 3 side quests while waiting for that crazy lady to find me again. Lightning Helix. If for some reason I want to actually play this color combination. still. Okay, I can't seem to use it again just yet. Okay, I do also want to go and just clean some clutter out of my collection. I want to get some junk out of here. I still have like a lot of good cards. I think I can let these go. I'll let this go too, actually. Non-basic lands don't untap during their controller's untap steps. Pretty much. Okay, and Rocco also has all these artifacts going for her as well. Blighted Agent. Do I just maybe try and build Infect to deal with Emrakul? Do I just go play Infect? Not even look at her 100 life points, instead just get to 10 poison counters and win that way? Non-basic lands or mountains? I still wonder if that would even slow Emrakul down that much anyways. There's still all the artifacts that are going to be unaffected. The artifacts still go completely unaffected regardless. Well, you have Circles of Protection from Ice Age. Non-artifact creatures get +2/+2 as long as they all share a color. This includes your opponent's creatures, by the way, I believe. This card is horrible. That card is just stone cold useless. I think I'm just gonna let go of the cranial platings also. Activated abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated. Okay, oh, unless they're mana abilities. I don't even think that's gonna slow her down either. Yeah, I don't picture that slowing her down either, really. Yeah, apparently I still have Deadpool and don't really have a deck to play on now. I think we can get rid of Delay too. I have 2 dig through times and I'm literally not even using them. Funny. I don't even know what card this is. It looks like a swamp, but it probably isn't actually a swamp. I have my own copy of Emrakul. No real way to cheat it out unless I start playing stuff like Sneak Attack, maybe. I do have 2 copies of Sneak Attack, I believe. I suppose that's always, like, something we can do. We'll keep that for now. Can always come back to that later. Probably sell off some of my other lands I don't think I'll be using anytime soon. We're definitely not going to be playing Fugitive Wizard at any point, surely. Definitely keeping the Gitaxian probes where they are. Gleemox, this card is banned. And I did try to include it in my deck, to no avail. There's no option to actually put Gleemox into your deck. It won't let you go through with it. I still need to put Goblin Game in a deck to see how hiding objects actually works in a digital game. It should be physically impossible to hide at least one object in digital. Oh, 2 Grizzlebrand. I'm definitely gonna keep those. If I ever want to switch decks and maybe incorporate a deck that involves Grizzlebrand. I believe, yeah, that Japanese card is Gush. We'll keep Gush. I'll just sell the Hibernation. At this point, I don't believe I'm gonna be using it. I still, like, just completely forgot that I had this card. I'm still gonna be keeping SpongeBob. Still gonna be keeping the German Lion. Still gonna keep Hoven. I'll keep the Triomes. Six Lightning Bolts. Oh, I have a full playset of Lightning Helix. I'll sell Lorthos. Sell that, I guess. We'll keep Meddling Mage around. That could maybe come in handy. I think I'll let go of the Mental Misstep. Keep the Merchant Scroll. This might come up. It hasn't yet, but you never know. I'm gonna sell the Mirror Universe. Yeah, I suppose that can go too. Mishra's Workshop, there's no way I'm selling it. Even if I don't have any plans to actually make the artifact deck any soon, you're still not gonna be able to convince me to just sell this. Come on, it's Mishra's Workshop. So I have plenty of money just lying around now after all that. Oh, I have a polluted delta just sitting there. I don't think Burn is gonna get very far, especially if, I don't know, we're playing against bosses with like 100 plus life. Yeah, Burn's gonna do nothing at that point. Keep the reanimate and the recurring nightmare. Again, if I need to destroy a bunch of... Okay, but then again, it's in red. I'm not playing red at the moment, but still. Rest in peace. I'm gonna sell the reprobations. I just have better options for removal anyway, so I'm gonna sell those. I also completely forgot I had a Rishadan port in my collection this whole time, and just never bothered to use it. Rishadan port's just been sitting there the whole time, too. 3 extra copies of Savannah still we have lying about. I'm gonna just probably sell the scale-ups. I will never run the Scoria Worm. Seagate Restoration, I completely forgot I had these, too. Shelkin Brownie. This has still got to be easily, like, probably the most... This might be the most useless card in my collection, but I could be wrong. I'd be, like, in utter shock if I found something even more useless than this still lying around in my collection. Target creature loses bands with other ability until end of turn. Yes, loses bands with other. Yeah, there's my 2 copies of Sneak Attack if I maybe want to start ever building towards Sneak and Show for some reason. A deck that's just themed around cheating these huge creatures directly onto the battlefield. Still have my 2 Spike Feeders also just sitting around as well. Imagine just putting this on my opponent's side of the field, though. And then them not having a way to actually clear it. Imagine giving this to Emrakul and she doesn't have a way to get rid of it. Activated abilities of artifacts can't be This also kind of just messes with me, too, unfortunately. This messes with me, also. Okay, that's how I can get the Steel Golem over to Emrakul's field. If I want to just try and leave her stuck with a Steel Golem, and let's just... If her deck has no way to get rid of the Steel Golem if it just gets put on her side of the field. And then Emrakul can't play any creatures for the rest of the game. Let's just say if that deck of hers has no way to get rid of it after it's transferred over to her field. Yeah, that'd actually be hilarious too. Like, no, really. I have a Sylvan Library also just lying around that I'm literally not even using. I could seriously actually just straight up go into my deck, and it'll probably actually be a really good inclusion, too. Terror with the really disturbing art with the human skin eating the skeleton, eating the person who's still alive. Why am I willing to bet money that somebody's actually into this kind of shit? This looks like the kind of thing that somehow somebody's actually into. During upkeep, remove the banding or bands with other. Here we go again with removing banding. Triumph of the Hordes. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and trample and infect until end of turn. We're definitely gonna keep that lying around. Bunch of underground seas. Some of my own Urza's cards. Because the lands are apparently so cheap. I've literally never done anything with Vaughn, and at this rate I don't think it's gonna change. I'll just sell the Vexing Devil also at this point. Sell the White Knight, even though it's a classic. Same goes for Will of the Wisp. Alright, so we're now sitting on over 20,000 gold. I'm just gonna pick a town, any town. Do I have to go outside to use it or something? Pick a town, any town. And then look for the Smith's place. I have an idea. I'm pretty sure you can get a bunch of the really relevant cards for Infect in common rarity anyways. So if we go to New Phyrexia, you can get a bunch of, like, solid Infect creatures. You just play them very early in the game, then start swinging with them just as early. You can get them in, yeah, common rarity. Oops. Plenty of good, like, Infect creatures at common you can just go for. Was that a common? I believe I already own 3 copies of this. I'll take another, anyways. I saw 1 Glistener Elf in my collection. That right there is going to thus be my second. That is my third. Don't know why I can't get my 4th just out of the way. It's like the game knows I'm trying to build Infect and just won't give me the 4th Glistener Elf. Alright. I already own 2 Blighted Agents. I saw 2 Blighted Agents in my collection. Now I need to just land on... I'm gonna try and land on 2 more of these. Don't know why that's so hard, though. No clue why that's so hard. Apparently this is as far as we can get. Just for some measly commons, by the way. Oh, I only have 3 copies of mutagenic growth, but that's besides the point. Sure. That's gonna leave me with a measly 850 gold. I believe we can delete this copy of the Soundblade deck. I don't think I'm gonna need it anymore. So yeah, empty deck. It's not gonna be empty anymore after this. So let's find my mutagenic growths also. Oh, I do have 4. I'll probably just throw in all 4 at this point. Okay, both for ramp and for exalted. I already have, like, yeah, 17 cards. I've already put 17 cards in here. Let me see what else I've gotten here, maybe, to just give my creatures more power or toughness. Okay, we got Giant Growth. We got Groundswell. We can do +4/+4 for 1 mana if we play a land. The same turn that we play this. If we play a land and then we play this. Just to let me draw through my deck faster. Just to help me find my way through my deck. If I need to give one of my creatures hexproof and indestructible or something. Target creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control, and if this was kicked, that creature gets +4/+4. Sure. Another pump spell. Has infect as long as an opponent is poisoned. I guess in case I do need another creature, then so be it. Again, just to help me dig through my deck faster, brainstorm as well. Also, yeah, Gitaxian Probe for the same thing, to dig through the deck faster. I guess I'll just go with the Giant Growth for now, as a pump spell. So, we already have, like... Yeah, this is a very low curve, by the way. I don't think I'm gonna... I might not even need, like, more than 20 lands, maybe even less than that. And this deck should be functional. Alright, just some removal, I guess, also. I'll probably also just go move my counter spells, some counter magic back in as well if I need it. Alright, if I need to just copy, say, we'll just copy a Blighted Agent. And well, if I target it with anything, this just dies. That's probably not the best idea. Return any card from graveyard to... Sure. We'll run those two. Regrowth. Sure. Alright, just... Sylvan Library, just to help me find the cards that I need in my deck faster. I'm just seeing what else I can put in here, by the way. Well, if I need to just draw a boatload of cards, I may actually just go and do that anyways. Because Nadu is broken. I may just do that anyways, because he's broken. So where's my Lightning Greaves? Actually, I'll do Shuko, and I'll do... I'll do Shuko, and I'll do Lightning Greaves. Now I gotta just find the Greaves. Alright, so... we can do, like, less than 18 lands, I believe. No problem. I think we're gonna actually try... Where is it? We're gonna try triple Mox Opal here. I gotta just find the damn thing. Where did I leave it, even? Okay. I think we'll do 3 Strip Mine. Do our 3 Tropical Islands. Keep this simple, keep this 2 colors, keep it nice and simple. Can I just type in pay 1 life and get all my fetch lands to... Okay, there we go. Get all my fetches. I think 5 is gonna be enough. Okay, sure, why not? Force of Will also. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands in here. We have such a low curve on this deck, anyways. A lot of these spells I can actually literally just cast for 0 if I wanted. I think we can literally just run like 19 mana sources and it might be fine in a deck like this. I think that could literally work. So just, yeah, 5 more lands basically. This... We'll get a Surveil land. If we want to Surveil at any point, sure. So where's also Odawara? That's Odawara there. Anything else I maybe want to just chuck in here? Besides just basic lands? We'll just do like basics, and we'll just do like 2 basics. And then that'll just round out the deck. Alright, so yeah, Infect. See if the game just lets me poison and Rocco with 10 poison counters because, yeah, one thing I did pretty quickly notice. It takes a good while for her deck to really get going. Once it gets going, I just can't keep up, though, but... it takes a while for Emrakul's deck to really just get going. But... if I just... yeah, because Infect can just dish out poison counters really quickly with the right hand. I could just inflict poison damage super duper fast with the correct hand. Even if I don't have, like, any copies of... it was Inkmoth Nexus, right? The Flying Infect Land source? The Flying Infect Land, which I don't have. But I have 4 Glistener Elf, 4 Bladed Agent, a bunch of pump spells. I should have plenty of time. Well, we can start the game off with a Sylvan Library. Looking at cards in Emrakul's hand, yes. What does this do? Okay, exiles. Okay, it's gonna exile something. Hopefully I can find one of my infect creatures faster and then just start throwing poison counters on her. Choose a card to put back, right? Can we do, let's say... how many lands do I have? I'm just thinking how I want to play this. Brainstorm. Found another land. Oh, 2 Blighted Agents. Nice. I guess just to give the thing Shroud. Have the option to do that. So let's just... I'll just pay 8 life and take all of them. So let's do... Equip. And then Lightning Greaves. Because I saw a card that can just exile target creature. So just to give this thing... Shroud. Which... okay, then I can't use my pump spells in conjunction with Blighted Agent if it's got Shroud on it. Unless I just put down another creature or something. Temporarily move this over. Eight poison. Yep. I'm not even... okay, at this point, yeah, I'm not aiming at our life points anymore. I'm not looking at our life total anymore to win. We're just gonna win with infect damage. We're just gonna win with a fast infect deck. Just get to 10 poison before, yeah, we even see a single Eldrazi hit the field. Blighted Agent, a pump spell, regrowth if I need to just get this back, keep. Yeah, this deck can work just fine on just 2 measly lands. Alright, plus add a Mox Emerald. So I can just, yeah, turn 1 play this. Okay, search for a land. Understood. Alright, that's already 3 poison counters, unlike that's only turn 2. Also, not to mention the Bone Splitter that I still start with is still making my job a hell of a lot easier. Search for a power plant, sure. I'll just destroy a bunch of her lands, sort of just force the board state to stay like this, and then just keep attacking her with these low-cost, cheap infect creatures until we get the 10. Yep. Achievement earned. Win a game by giving your opponent 10 poison counters. Rather than try and do 100 damage by normal means, we'll just get the 10 with the infect creatures and pretty much cheese the whole boss fight. Placeholder image. Display commander. Mox Ruby. 6,908 gold, 1 life. And wait, Emrakul's gone? And Emrakul's gone. So you're saying I can't do that again now to get more Moxen? Lord Emrakul awaits you. I don't know if Lord Emrakul's gonna ever come back. If I exit and re-enter... Nope. Still seems to be gone. Yeah, that's definitely one way to just cheese a boss fight. So I got Mox Ruby, and then... I guess that was it. Rest of the cards, just a bunch of random Eldrazi, not too terribly exciting. And then, yeah, like, the main attraction was definitely the Mox Ruby. I'll probably sell everything I got except for the Mox Ruby. Yeah, even this too. And then we'll just call it a night. I'm not gonna go try and reload the save just to try for a different piece of the Power 9. So I suppose, yeah, my strange key is also gone now, right? Yeah, my strange key also seems to be gone. Maybe I will just walk around it for a little bit longer just to see if I can find one of those dungeons that recently spawned in. Yeah, there was somebody telling me about some more difficult dungeons that have spawned in the off chance maybe I can find one of those. What if I just go all the way to the edge of the map? See if I find anything there that really stands out. See if anything just really stands out at the absolute edge of the map. Have I been here yet by any chance? Von Gant's Fortress. I haven't. I'm probably still just gonna wait until next time to take a peek inside here. So let's just save my game literally standing right next to it. So yeah, Mox Emerald and Mox Ruby. I can still definitely say this was a success. to some extent. Yeah, sure, like, story mode may be over, quote-unquote, but there's still that much more exploration I want to be doing. There's just more duels to be had. So yeah, this was just something I threw together in like, not even like 20 minutes. Yeah, because Emrakul's deck just takes a while to actually get going, whereas this one does not. This one just tries to... This one just pretty much just tries to clean shit up, like, within the first couple turns of the game. Here we're trying to just literally wrap it up within, like, the first few turns of the game. I'll probably just swap back to, like, my main deck, which is... I'll just swap back to Stoneblade for the next stream. That, in fact, was just because... Okay. I'm probably not gonna have much luck getting through 100 life. Let's just get to 10 poison instead, end the game that way.